Hello, everyone. Congrats. Hopefully, for most of you, you have made it to Friday Eve, which is a very fun day of the week. So, yesterday, I completed the knots. They do a yearly study about all the insights and trends in the wedding industry overall. And it's really cool. They get information from so many sources and compile it together. And there was one piece of information that really, really stuck out to me that I want to share with you guys because right when they were talking about this, my mind went straight to, oh my gosh, this is exactly my coaching method. This is exactly what I incorporate into my clients' process of going from here to where they want to be and staying there. And I was like, oh my gosh, this huge epiphany. And then I got on my I'm so trendy because I was doing this without even seeing the trends. There's nothing trendy about this. But are you ready? Here it is. So there's this study. I wonder if I can share this with you. I don't think that you'll be able to see my screen. But they ask all the brides, what do you want your wedding to be like? Like, what's the vibe you're going for? And there were 5 categories: classic, romantic, fun, down to earth, and elegant. So if you're getting married, or you know someone who's getting married, or you've been married, and I told you to choose one of those categories, you had to choose just one: classic, romantic, fun, down to earth, or elegant. You couldn't do anything else. It had to stay in that category. Everything. The table setting, the invitations, the venue, every little detail, or else your wedding would be a failure. What would you choose? I'm not even going to answer that. I don't know what I would choose. Because here's the thing. When you're given 5 or 100 or 1,000 different compartments that you have to choose between, and then you're confined into that area, your brain immediately gets triggered to be in the stress response. It's like, oh my gosh, now I can only do this. I can't do all these other things. How am I supposed to get this kind of down to earth bouquet that I want, but also have this really elegant dress if I only can choose one? Hopefully you're starting to see where I'm going with this. This is the same with weight loss. We have so many options in our society today. We are in information overload. You can try hundreds of different diets out there. And when you do that, you're putting yourself in that box. You're saying, okay, I am committing to keto and only having high fat, quality fat sources and not a lot of carbs. Or if you're Atkins, you're low fat and you're super high protein. How are you supposed to know which one to do? Like, everyone out there is saying, oh, this worked for me, this worked for me, you have to try it, like, this is going to change your life. And it might change your life, but you don't know. So if you're anything like me or my clients, you've tried so many things over and over again. You've tried those different boxes, you've tried those different compartments, and you've worked so hard to stay within the boundaries and to follow those rules. Because if you didn't, well, who else to blame other than yourself that the program didn't work? Okay, but this sucks. Why would you want to live like that? And at the end of the day, that's why no one can be on a specific diet for the rest of their life, following it to a T. It's not enjoyable. And what ends up happening is you stop doing it because at some point it becomes more pleasurable for you to stay where you are than continue to try these new diets and these new little cubes to stay inside and test out just to go back to being defeated again, because it's not sustainable. So here was the cool thing about this study. The one category out of the 5 that shot up immensely in the 2019 study is fun. So that percentage of brides who want their wedding to be fun went up, like it skyrocketed. Okay, so what does that mean? Because obviously everyone wants their wedding to be fun. But right now what's happening is that there's so much crossover. Like they don't just want their wedding to be romantic. They want it to be fun and romantic. They don't just want a down-to-earth wedding, but they want down to earth with a little bit of elegance and a super fun time for their guests. Well, when you think about it, it's kind of the same way as your diet. Do you really want to limit yourself to one type of food for the remainder of your life just to stay that way? I mean, it's impossible to pick one area for the rest of your life that you're going to stick to. And even if, staying away from carbs completely helps you lose weight, you're basically making the decision to yourself to live the rest of your life not eating any carbs just to maintain that weight. Well, that's not fun. And according to the study and the people I know and myself, everyone wants to have fun. It's like, what is the point of doing anything if you're not having fun and you're not enjoying your life? And the reason that I'm calling this to your attention is that it doesn't have to be one or the other. Like everybody is different. And that's why my clients are successful, because that's why I was successful, because that's when I stopped following Weight Watchers or trying to do no carbs or trying to, go super low in my calorie count because I'd seen other people do it. And if I just did this, then this would work. Well, hey, Carolyn, that might be true for the short term. Is that what I do now? Hell no. Because did I enjoy it during then? No. I enjoyed the results maybe for a little, and then I hated myself when the results didn't last. And it's just, you're asking for this cycle of defeat. So what can you do about it? Well, for your wedding, you can look everywhere. You look online. There's all these resources that you can compile together, right? But at the end of the day, it has to be what you want. It can't just be this wedding out of a magazine that you just throw into real life. I mean, it can be, but do you really want that? Or do you want to make it yours? Do you want it to feel like your day? And similarly, you want to make it feel like your life. You want to enjoy the life that you're living. And what this means in terms of weight loss and health and energy is finding exactly what works for you. Now, this doesn't mean going on an super intense elimination diet. That's one way to do something and figure out what works best for you. But there's a much easier way. It's about figuring out what foods and activities give you energy and which foods take away. And the same with the activities you're doing. What are you doing in your life that's giving you energy and fueling you, and what's taking away? Because once you start pushing aside the parts of your life that, it's just like, oh, I don't really enjoy going to this one workout class, but I just make myself go. Or, I hate kale, but it's good for you, so I'm going to eat it. Or even things that aren't health related, like my friend Betsy is really annoying me lately, and every single time I talk to her, I don't really want to talk to her, and she kind of brings me down because she's always complaining. Well, that's your choice. Do you want to invite that into your life, or do you want to start inviting more positive things into your life? And the second that we start to transition our mindset from what do we have to do and what can we do because we want to do it, that's when the magic happens. That's when the magic happened for me. That's when I lost 35 pounds. That's when it happens for my clients. It's like suddenly this epiphany goes off that, holy crap, this is my life and I get to decide how I want to live it and figure out what's best for me. And I just thought it was really cool. Hey, Zeba, really cool that this concept of not staying in one box, of combining elegance with a down-to-earth vibe, with being fun, it's totally the same concept. And the fact that all of these brides in this study wanted their wedding to be fun and that was such a huge jump compared to last year, it just solidifies everything that I already use myself and that I already help my clients see and use to get their results. So let's just start making everything fun because you get to decide. You get to decide how fun your life is, just like you get to decide how fun your wedding is and how down to earth it is. Just like you can decide to lose weight, have fun, and eat pancakes every day. Because I actually just made an entire tray of donuts this morning, like healthy donuts, whatever. They're like my pancakes, but I ate half of them already. Like, I never want to not do that. That is fun to me. So let's figure out how to do it and actually start enjoying the journey. Okay, guys, that is it for now. Thanks for listening to my little spiel on having fun in life. If you resonate with anything I just said, give me a I do in the comments and let me know your experiences right now with where's your mind at in terms of how you want the vibe of your wedding to be and how that transforms into the vibe of the life and the health that you want to live and your mindset on, am I going to do one thing to get the results I want, or am I going to live my life and figure out a multitude of things that I love that can then become my life? And that's it. All right, y'all. Remember to say I do to you, live your best life, and go have fun tonight. Enjoy, relax, go get a drink. It's Thursday. You almost made it to the weekend. Bye, loves.